What is he looking at?
I don't know. The door's closed.
Is he like one of those cats that can see death?
Oh God, I hope not. There is a weird smell in the apartment. Brian and I were doing some work, and I was telling him about my idea. And he's like, "Oh, have you looked on Amazon?" I was like, "No." And so he pulls them up, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, this is like 6 of them for $15." It's like, "Oh shit, okay, let's do it. I'm gonna put
Order
my cart
4.
right now." And he goes, "Oh, now there's a 12-pack for $21." And I was like, "What did competition just spring up in the breakaway beer bottle industry or some shit like that?"
I hope so. It's like the one thing that had there's no tariff that affects it at all. Is breakaway beer bottles.
Yeah, it's like, dude, we got to get it in now.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Is gonna fucking
And the patent expired, so everybody can do it now.
Damn
It's
it.
free use like Steamboat Willie.
You're like, you have the one breakaway bottle company, and then the next day you wake up and you're like, what the fuck? And they're all weird names. You know,
Yeah.
like, the names don't even make sense, you know, and you're like, damn it, that's definitely overseas. God dang it. Timu.
So yeah, he finds those, and I'm like, "Send me that fucking link," and he does. Yeah. And I forgot about it for a couple days, but then I went to Amazon and I saw that they were in my cart, and I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna order these things right now because we're gonna figure out something to do with them."
That's fucking awesome.
And,
Well, we can't show people this because now they're gonna know that the beer bottles aren't real.
Oh,
Fug.
Because
right.
I mean, people might believe that we are actually dumb enough to do real bottles.
well, there's that.
I saw someone do it. Someone we went to high school with did the penny in the bottle thing.
Oh yeah, I
So
think I
you
know
do
who
the
you're
penny
talking
in the-
about.
And then they like went to hit themselves, and it just went doink. They're like, "Oh God, that hurt!" Like, yeah,
Jesus,
that's not a great idea.
So, anyways, well, this it's moot, anyways, because I was looking, I was about to order them, but they're just for home brewers, and I was like, "Oh, these are just real.
Oh, those are actual.
These are actual beer bottles."
Beer
I mean, fuck it, let's do it, man.
How many times do I gotta fucking?
Oh my God!
I guess if I just go to the Fridge Liquor, which by the way, check it out. No, I'm just kidding.
1150 Westport.
It probably just be cheaper to just go buy a 6-pack and drink it.
Get
and
some High Lifes. And,
Well, because then I might actually be drunk enough. Because I'm a you know this. I'm a fucking lightweight, so I can drink like 3 or 4 beers and be like, "Rrr." So yeah, you do that. You do that to me. I might be drunk enough to be like, "Fuck it, let's do it. Try it, dude." Press record.
He just picked Jukebox Hero for karaoke
again.
I'm all stumbling over my shit over here now.
No, I wish you would have brought up the fridge like 10 minutes from now, because that would have made an excellent segue. But we'll come back.
Yeah, no. Anyway,
we'll circle back.
Shit,
it's fine. But yeah,
I like your shirt.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it. I got it over the weekend when I got it from the people themselves.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. They were in Lawrence, a little BT BAM action in Lawrence.
Oh, nice.
So I went with Josh, my brother-in-law, and we brought his
Makes
oldest
sense.
kid, Kellen, because he's like at that age now where we're like, hey, let's take him and let's get him, let's get him a little bit hyped.
Yes.
He just did his first concert not that long ago with you
Yeah, it was
guys,
last
right?
year, yeah.
So yeah, he's still like getting his fucking chops in.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it was funny because like his first experience is at Sandstone, so it was like, okay, this is a really cool professional concert venue. The lights are awesome, the pyro is there, like the big crowd. This is fucking cool. This time we were at the Granasty.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to get the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like this is another place where you're gonna go see shows because that's where they play.
See, this one's a little bit more sweaty.
Uh-huh.
Maybe feels like it has kind of a threatening aura.
For sure.
But
it's weirdly threatening
it's
for
fine,
Lawrence.
but it's an intimate setting where no one looks like ants. So it's fine.
That's a nice way. That's a very positive way to put it. It's
Yeah.
it's an intimate setting. I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
very intimate with you and the guy next to you. There's that. And yeah, so he was wearing his MHS wrestling shirt, which attracted somebody. Came over and he's like, "Hey, did you go to Manhattan High?" And he was like, "Yeah." And they got to talking, and this dude was from Manhattan too.
Nice.
And so shout out to Paxton. I have no idea if he'll
Hey.
ever hear this. I did not mention a podcast of any kind to him. So.
I wonder if that cartoon kind of looks like that bald guy I ran into.
Let's
Oh,
see.
man.
Let's just take a listen.
But no, he was pretty cool. We got to chat with that guy for a little bit, and then the show was awesome. They played 2 full albums back to back,
Damn.
which was like cool, but at the same time, I'm like almost 40, and
So
I
like,
haven't.
man, it's getting to be like 10:30
Yeah.
here, people. I mean,
Let's wrap this. Can we skip a track? Can I
Like I do.
seriously? And I was like, man, I just realized I hadn't stood at a concert the entirety of a concert for years.
Oh shit.
oh yeah, no, I haven't done that
Yeah.
for a long time.
I've been very careful to pick ones where I can sit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It was like in between the 2 albums is like, man, my back. Josh is like, my plantar fasciitis. I was like, yeah, dude, let's get the fuck out of here.
Kellen's like, yeah, this
Seriously.
is awesome. I'm
Was
gonna
it-
live forever.
Was it though? Was the place really clean after the show?
I mean, we got the hell out of it.
Yeah. So I have. There's this meme I think I even showed you or you saw it, where it's like after a Jason Aldean concert, a parking lot is like completely.
Oh,
fucking
yeah, you
Oh,
showed it to
yeah.
me. Yeah.
After a metal show, and the guys are like sweeping up.
Yeah. And if there was one where it was going to be clean, it'd be these guys.
BT Bam.
They're a good bunch of dudes that I mean, I'd like to think they attract a good bunch of fans,
Yeah.
but
Did
no.
they play Millions?
no, they did not.
Fuck. I love
Yeah,
that
no,
song.
they'll probably play that one in 2028 for that album's 10-year anniversary. So, because that's what it was. It was a 10 and a 20-year anniversry for the 2 albums they played.
Wow,
okay.
that's neat.
So yeah, it was pretty sweet. It was, a
That's-
good
Was it
time,
just
yeah.
them or anybody else?
Yeah, they had a band from Canada come out. I think they're Protest the Hero. I think they're from Canada.
Okay.
They're pretty good, and the dude was funny because he was like talking. He's like, "Man, hope you guys are hyped for BT Bam. They're coming on next. You know, we play for like 45 minutes, and the next day I'm like, what happened to my voice?" He's like, "These guys are about to rock this shit for 2 hours, and they're gonna get up tomorrow morning and be ready to do it again. Like, no problem."
And everybody else is cheering and dance like, fuck.
2 hours.
What do you think you are, Metallica? Or was it Springsteen or Dylan? They're the same guy. to me.
Probably all of them. I was just gonna say all of them.
2.5 hours.
I'll tell you, Bob Seger played for 2 hours, and I was like, "How the fuck is this happening?" He was like 80.
How many songs did he repeat?
Oh, none. This guy rolled through the entire.
Well, but I'm sure
Wow.
he sat down at the piano every once in a while, right?
for sure.
Okay,
But,
so
I mean,
yeah, he gets to sit.
hey,
There's some bands where
Hey.
they're like blah 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 the entire fucking time, and it's like, how do you do it when you're like 70?
yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah, dude. Because Lars from Metallica's got a show on Apple, I think. And he's talking about it, man. He's like, they're eating like tofu and shit now instead of cocaine.
Yeah.
And they have like
Probably a
massage
preferable
therapists traveling with them that get them like ready for the shows and shit.
dude,
It's
I
bad.
can't I mean, yeah, I can't imagine fucking playing a solid Metallica set in the style of Metallica.
Man.
I mean, especially I mean, granted, it's Lars, but at the same time, like,
He's not even the best drummer in Metallica.
but at the same time, playing for 2 fucking straight hours or
crazy.
whatever it is in his style.
Yeah.
Yeah. After he's done, I'm sure he's like, ow.
Yeah, they're like, great job, smacking him. I was like, oh my god!
I wonder if do they just carry him off on his drum throne so he doesn't have to move?
They don't even.
Bye.
They hook cables to it and it just lifts and just floats away.
Drop it into
Are you gonna do the Tommy Lee thing? He's like, no, I'm just gonna
No,
go.
this is just going straight to the ice bath.
Yeah, they dunk it in the. He has to get all new kits like every time. He's like, eh.
Like a fucking Bacta tank from Star Wars.
That fluid that's coming off him, that's not sweat. That's from the IV drip.
We're
So-
saying he's old.
So that was my weekend. It was a good time.
That's awesome.
What about you? How are you guys? Which one of you wants to go first?
Go ahead, D baby.
I'm doing okay. So, okay. No, I actually, I'm in a weird situation right now. The second to oldest, if that's how you want to word it, whatever. My niece Brianna is graduating from high school this weekend, and so my stepdad and my mom and Logan went to go and celebrate that with her. I unfortunately have to work, but I'm the kid free
Shit.
for the next couple of days. And I'm like, I feel like fucking Ricky Bobby. I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, so that's where I'm at. Like, I'm kind of just hanging out. And like, I'm not responsible for another human being's life right now, which is kind of weird and not bad, not going to lie. But at the same time, I'm like, call me every hour. I want to know everything that's going on right now. FaceTime me so I know it's you. And you're not.
If you're late, I'm oh boy.
They were kidnapped. I know they were. Oh my God, that's awesome.
So yeah, and I didn't get like the whole weekend off or anything like that. That's why I couldn't go. But I do have Friday off.
Oh my God.
So like the day that this comes out, I'm going to not be responsible for anything, which is kind of
great,
kind of nice.
This sounds dangerous.
I honestly, I have absolutely no fucking clue what I'm gonna do. I
That's
really
what,
don't.
That's what
like,
the beauty of it is like now, like when you get these like blocks of like free time to yourself where it's just you and you alone.
right.
You're like, okay, what am I gonna do? And then like you're just gonna end up sitting there
Playing
in quiet
video
peace.
It was like, I was talking to my boss today
and it's
about
gonna
it,
be awesome.
and I was like, honestly, I'll probably just end up watching a bunch of horror movies that I can't watch when he's around. That's
yeah.
and I'll be like, haha, adult time. That's probably about
That's
it. But,
awesome.
But yeah, hey, if anybody sees this the day it premieres and like wants to go out or anything,
Let's party.
I am not
no.
busy today.
But no, yeah, that's what I got going on.
Right on. Yeah. The other day, I think it was 2 days ago, I sat down and I said to Sarah, I was like, you know what? I just want 5 minutes where I'm not taking care of someone or doing something for someone. I would like to just sit here and not open up like a little package of Slim Jims. You know what I mean? Or give someone some of my drink. I just want to just be here. And she was like, no, I feel that. I
Like
feel that.
where you can literally watch the backwash go into your drink. You're like, oh, God damn.
That's why I'm like, okay, yeah, no problem. You know, I'm like, let me get my fill. Yeah, so I envy you on so many different levels that it's just amazing.
I mean, hey, if you got any suggestions on like what I could do vicariously, like
Yeah.
for
Oh,
you,
yeah, there you
so,
go.
Oh my God,
So,
yeah.
so if you're like, yeah, can you just like go like hit a frog or something? I don't know. Nothing against frogs. But,
Yeah, you hate
You
frogs.
should snap into a Slim Jim is what you should do.
You don't like Slim Jims?
I don't.
this is awkward.
It's the wrapping thing around them. I don't know. It's all style of beef jerky. I've never been a fan of, just because it leaves that kind of film in your mouth.
It does leave
And
that
I just
film.
I don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they grease the tube.
Yeah.
Which I mean, in most times it's a good thing
Well,
when they do that.
I was
but-
gonna say
You gotta grease the tube.
I like the artificial film. I go, ooh, that's good. I'm just poisoning myself a little more today.
Hey, what's a little poison ever done?
Let me eat 10 of them.
I mean, fucking Macho Man Randy Savage told me that they're good. So I mean,
And look how he went out doing what he loved.
He did.
driving a car
Drugs.
and having a
yeah.
heart attack.
He probably had a vein bulging somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think he suffered a heart attack while driving, and that's
Yeah.
what happened. So yeah,
I always liked those commercials because he was sideways all the or like diagonal or whatever. Like it was never just him. It was like him, but like this. You know? And he's like, you're like, oh my God.
or like fucking pulling a Kool-Aid man and just busting through a wall.
Dude, that guy, man. But they say that he made just $1 bazillion off of that. And at the time, people weren't like, I don't know, like it was like a bad idea or someone told him like, oh, no, don't do that. And he did it and made so much money, man. And all the other wrestlers are like, fuck, that could have been me. Like Hogan talks about how he was offered
Oh God.
the Foreman grill first. Like bull fucking shit.
I was gonna say we need to put a graphic on this. It's just like a Hulk Hogan bullshit meter, and it's always set to here.
Yeah,
like it doesn't move.
Son of a
I mean,
bitch.
I'm sorry,
The
but
only time he's telling the truth is when he's talking about kissing Vince's ass.
Yeah.
In the early days, at least.
Yeah, and to find out that he was a total stooge, like
Yeah.
he was always ratting other guys out. Like,
Serious.
dude, what a dick, man.
I'd like to see him and Jesse Ventura get into a room together.
Ooh.
Jesse Ventura fucking hates him, and it's
As he should.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, he should, because he know it. Like they said it in court that he's the one who ratted him out when he was trying to unionize, and so yeah, like it's documented in court. So it's like he can't bullshit
He's a
anymore
little
about that.
bitch,
But,
dude.
so yeah,
If they had been able to unionize back then in the 80s, we would have flying cars now.
That's their fucking fault, dude.
that butterfly
Hulk
effect, man.
Hogan's fault.
Yeah, and they'd be asking people like Dave to burn rubber. And, just like we like,
And
the
he'd be
atmosphere
happy to
is-
do it.
Yeah.
They're like, the atmosphere is too clean. We need someone to volunteer.
And I'd be like, finally, it would click and be like, I think in another life I was totally I'll do it, no problem.
So yeah, how are you?
It's so great. I'm just fucking great, dude. Sophia had so first of all, she had her last day of preschool today.
Saw the pictures. Were adorable.
Man, she's so amazing. I'm so proud of her. Then we had soccer tonight too, and she's like getting way better at like understanding what's going on, but she still goes through times where she just like watches the ball go by and she's like and we're like, no, come on, no. Or she'll just like turn, like it's the ball will be coming at her and we're like, Sophia, look, and she'll turn the other way. And we're like, ah. But
Where?
yeah,
Or there?
dude.
I just like looking straight
And
up.
you're like, no. But thankfully, we have two kids that are fucking awesome on the team, and they just carry the load, And Sophia gets to do yoga and shit all she wants. So.
Hey, nice. Awesome. You got to go talk to their parents and be like, you know what? When it's your turn for snacks, I got you.
Yeah. Oh, hell no. Dude, so tonight was our turn for snacks for the team. And then earlier this week, or last week, she had to bring snacks for preschool. And I'm like, what the fuck is up with snacks all the goddamn time?
Those calendars just synced up all of a sudden.
Dude, you're like, can I get a break from snacks? But then I get the XDs. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ooh, what did we have?
I was saying that all depends on what the snacks were.
Yeah, sometimes the snacks are fucking terrible.
You're like, carrots. It's like, oh, fuck.
Celery, great, Mom.
Yay.
Cool choice. But yeah, I'm great.
Good.
I'm
Good.
really good.
Can you bring snacks that are like so unruly, like that they don't ask? Like like when I'm not trying to say don't fuck it up
No.
so bad to where they don't ask you to do it again, but like a snack that no parent wants their child to
Oh
have
my god!
again.
Like, if I had unlimited resources, I would bring like a small blizzard. With like a small blizzard with like a cookie in it.
Yes.
And like a Slim Jim and a fucking cap gun or
Like
something.
you'll be the king
Yeah.
of Annenberg
Oh
Fields
my
for
God.
like 15 minutes.
You remember those Pepsi Big Slams?
Oh, yeah.
I bring a Big Slam, a thing of chocolate ice cream with a cookie inside of it.
Like full cookie. We're not talking about cookie chunks.
I mean, like, fucking, man. Oh, that'd be hilarious. That would be the funniest motherfucking thing ever. Oh, my God. You really, I'm going to be thinking about that. You just roll up with the most sugary,
Yes.
worst food ever. And all the parents are like, what the fuck?
And like you get bonus points for stickiness
Oh.
and like just any sort of messiness that it can create.
Hey, I got flapjacks over here, kids.
Make sure to get extra syrup.
Hey, buddy. Freaking is that?
You should roll pancakes around sausages on a stick and dip them in
and then
syrup,
deep fry them.
and then like dip them in the syrup and then like do bacon bits around the syrup.
Oh my God.
Hey,
that's a
can
great
we
idea.
just bring snacks? Like here from now
No,
on?
I thought that's what you were gonna say, and I was like, no, I just like going through
Okay.
your closet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not the only one. When I jumped the gun on your sentence when you were like, "Can you bring snacks?" and I was like, "Yeah, can you bring snacks?"
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, when do we get some XDs?
I got some. I got some extras. I'll bring them. Sarah went and bought those little, like the they're little drinks like this in the little fat little stubby tubes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She got those, and I was like, oh. And some Pringles. You're not a Pringles guy, though.
I mean, they're okay.
Okay. And Slim Jims.
Oh.
So, really, I think Sarah did bring the worst snacks that you could for kids. And Fruit by the Foot, which them bitches are 5 feet long, dog.
Those are nice.
Those
them
do
shits.
So not affected by shrinkflation then.
No.
Good.
No. Yeah, you're like, what an actual foot? Like, that's it? You motherfucker? No.
Actually, this is 11 and a half inches.
We're no longer using imperial measurements, sir.
I'm all for that, except that one guy that measured his foot long at Subway. I go, oh, come on. You know that ain't a fucking foot long. Come on. And it goes in the oven. That shit's shrinking up, baby. Come on, man.
It's like when they probably have it like in little tiny writing now where it's like before, like when we roll it out in dough form, it's 12 inches, but then when you bake it, because, I mean, they do the same shit with like quarter pounders and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like,
right.
it's a quarter pounder before we start cooking it. And then we cook it, and we cook the shit out of it, so it's like actually half of what it used to be. So
like, wait a minute. I weighed this. It's not a quarter pound. Get the fuck out of here. You're at Subway.
Say, am I your drug dealer? Like,
because you're gonna get shorted there
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
No, I mean, no, you gotta fucking get.
and I mean, who are you going to report that to?
No shit. Hey, there's a Cops episode where the lady is like, she totally calls the cops. She's like, they shorted me on my crack, and the cop's like, wait, what?
we'll get to the bottom of
And
this.
she's like, yeah, they said that this was a gram, and look at that. That ain't a gram.
Just turn around, look at the camera guy. He's like, you're getting this, right?
Yeah. They go to the lady's house, and the lady's like, no. I didn't. I totally didn't. And she's like, yeah, you did. Give me my money. The cop's like, this is awesome, man. This is fucking great.
We need to have a talk with both of you,
With
please.
Everybody just get out of the house. Let's go. Yeah.
Here comes the paddy wagon.
Well, it's time for my segue.
Oh,
So
shit.
next time you're tasked with bringing the snacks, bring the snacks we just talked about for the kids, but bring a case of that Busch Light apple for the grown-ups.
Dude,
If you can get your hands on some.
that is some hot biz right now.
Yes, it is. And that's actually that's the segue into this tonight. I want to talk tonight about crazes.
Ooh.
As they pertain to the consumerist nature.
I like your...
I don't know how we're going to title this episode, but
Once
we'll
it's
figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll just let it flow.
Yeah.
And I'll pick it out from like so somewhere in the middle so that someone can go, oh, they said it.
There, he said the thing. That's crazy. So, yeah, let's start off with that because this Busch Light apple, it's a thing. It's a phenomenon.
I don't know what it is. I mean, obviously I know what it is, but I don't know anything about a phenomenon. I didn't know it existed. What is this thing?
So it made some waves recently because it just came back. It got discontinued back in 2022, and they announced at the beginning of the month it was coming back for the summer, and white women have been going fucking crazy, just getting everybody out of their stock of this stuff. It's to the point where, because you said the fridge, I walked into the fridge the other day, and they had a sign saying, we are out of Busch Light apple. We don't know when we're getting more.
Damn. Okay. Okay.
On the door.
It happens a lot with booze. Like when I worked there, raspberries. Holy fuck, dude. When are raspberries in? When are they coming in? We're like, we don't know. When we get it, we'll post it. Okay, next phone call. When you guys getting raspberries? Like, holy shit. And I was like, these must be amazing. So I bought like one of those giant cans of it because that's all we had. And I took one sip and I was like, this is horrible, man. What the fuck is that? It was awful.
That's what it's like. This half the time, the shit that I'm going to be talking about tonight, the stuff's not even worth it or whatever. But it's the power of suggestion and FOMO and all that stuff it's kind of interesting how it brings some of these things like straight to the front of the line.
So also, Boulevard used to make a chocolate stout. Is that on? Sorry, is that
No.
Okay.
It's not limited to booze or anything like
Boozies.
that.
Boulevard used to come out every Valentine's Day. They would release a chocolate stout, and so people would do the same thing. They'd go fucking crazy for it. and I never thought it was that good.
That
I
just
was
doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I mean, chocolate and booze. I don't know. Like people loved it. People loved it, and I thought it was okay.
I mean, if it's like chocolate milk and booze, sure. But like a beer? Ugh.
Yeah, what about eggnog?
I like eggnog.
You like a little boozy
I like a little
eggnog?
Oh, yeah.
I've literally never tried eggnog.
What?
Wow.
I'd never had the desire, and I've heard both. Like I've heard people say, "Oh, it's not that bad," or "It's good." I've had people be like, "It's fucking disgusting." So I'm good.
Knowing you, I think you would hate eggnog. I think you would not enjoy eggnog. There's a lot going on there.
And I have a simple palate.
Yeah,
I have a simple taste.
I wouldn't go there, but I will say I didn't understand, like in Pulp Fiction when she orders the $7 shake and he goes, "What's it got, bourbon in it or something?" When I was a kid, I didn't get it, and then I got to drinking age and I was like, "Oh yeah," and I put bourbon in a milkshake and it was fucking goddamn tastic, dude.
Well, I'm fucking kid free. I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah, there you go.
That shit rock and roll, man. That shit is so good, dude. Mixy, and drinky.
Nice.
Next thing you know, you're going, "Hey, listen."
Okay, now hold on a second. Let me.
Yeah.
Let me.
Yeah.
Let me. Just,
No. Let me tell you, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, people were clamoring for this shit since it got discontinued. Social media, like, demanding it, like they want it back. So Busch Light listened. It's back. And yeah, you can't find it anywhere. I kind of wanted to try one just to see, but apparently it's a Busch Light, so it's it's a cheap.
I was gonna say, is it just a Busch Light with apple flavoring?
I think so, but it's
that sounds
Yes.
gross.
Yes, it's apple flavored beer.
But apparently it's one of those things that sounds gross, but apparently it's good. I guess I don't know.
Busch Light is just gross. I'm
So-
sorry, I've never liked Busch Light.
You gotta do so the 30 packs are going like crazy, right? Like that's what's gonna sell. You gotta see when they come in the big cans.
Okay.
That's where you can snatch one up. But it's you got to get there before someone like is looking for a 30 pack and they go, "No, we're out of those, but we got a case of the 24." Because then they're like, "Oh yeah, give me 6 of them."
Yes.
Like what the fuck, dude? Those big ass cans is too much,
Dude, those are too. You can't drink those fast enough.
No.
I mean, unless you're an animal, but
I've never gotten to the bottom of one of those cans and been like, "This is still delicious."
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
So are you like is there anything that you'll drink room temperature and like enjoy?
no, not really.
Me either. It's got to be ice
Yeah.
fucking cold.
Like that's why I'm not a red wine person because
Yeah.
I know you're supposed to drink it at room temperature and I can't bring myself to it because it's
what
just
are
like.
we in England?
What are we in Game of Thrones?
But at the same time, like I'm not distinguished at all because I'll put down a fucking bottle of Andre by myself on New Year's Eve. Like I used to do that on the regular. Like literally just buy a bunch of bottles of Andre and just be like, "Hey!" That shit's gross. But
It just for me, like I like the taste of champagne. I love it, or sparkling wine, because it's not from champagne.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
But it makes my stomach hurt. Like champagne fucks my shit completely up, and every time I do it. But Andre, I remember like, gotta get that Andre. Dog.
I don't know why it was like the one thing on New Year's Eve that I had no problem drinking at all. And yeah, I used to get like literally I would have like I would just carry 2 bottles around and just fucking that would be my night. And it never ended well. Never ended well. That's why when we did I did a whole episode on New Year's Eve and why it sucks.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Motherfucker, I'm 2 bottles deep on Andre. You gonna fucking talk about that?
I mean, we might have just solved the riddle right there. About why I've never really had a good one. But
yeah, you've been pounding bottles of Andre and then going out and being like, "Ugh."
Why doesn't anybody like me?
Everyone's like, dude, we love you. What the fuck? Keep the Andre away
If
from
I
me.
look at a bottle of that shit too long, I get heartburn. Not even have to drink it.
Probably
no.
gave me my acid reflux.
Yeah, seriously.
There's like a way that you're supposed to make champagne, but Andre, the way they're like, fuck it, no, we're not doing it.
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what to fucking do. My name's Andre. I don't fucking care about that.
So this Busch Light apple.
Yeah, yeah.
The taste, it's like an easy drinking lager with a satisfying crisp apple finish, apparently. And it's not quite a cider, but it's a beer.
I was gonna say, I thought
so.
you liked Strongbow. I thought you were a
Strongbow was good, yeah.
So Strongbow and Busch Light Apple are, I mean, you know.
Okay, cool.
They
I'll just
might
drink
need-
a Strongbow then. Problem solved.
Yeah, no one's buying that today.
Yeah, no
Literally,
shit.
I never see those out.
That's funny. Oh
And
no,
I also never see anyone else drinking one of them. But I mean, fuck it.
dude. So there's places that have Strongbow like on tap.
Oh,
And that shit wow,
dude. Okay, if a place has like Blue Moon on tap, I'm like, yeah, this is I like it here. But yeah.
Especially if they have the little orange slice they put in it, too.
Oh yeah.
What do you
Oh,
think?
dude, if you have it on tap, you have to have the orange
Yeah,
slices.
that's
That's
like
like
hope so, yeah.
I think that's part of the contract with Blue Moon. Like, we'll let you do it, but you fucking run out of oranges, you call us.
There you go. Listen,
We'll have a guy there.
Yeah,
15 minutes.
yeah. He's like, we got a guy for that.
we got
I mean,
orange guy.
Fucking bag of clementines rolling like a flashbang.
with a flashbang inside the bag.
Yeah.
We don't have oranges. Well, Andre, it is.
Don't say that out loud.
We don't have the
Mango, bitch.
So yeah, Busch Light's taking advantage of the craze. They've hired not a household name at all, but apparently I was reading this article and they were like, you should know this guy, and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this is. But they hired Ronald Wayne, who was, I guess, known for selling his early stake in Apple back in the 70s for like $800.
Oh shit!
So he missed out.
Oh, that God.
I mean, it sucks to be him, but it's not like he's Burt Reynolds or anything.
That's where you went wrong, Bush Apple.
But yeah, no, he's getting paid now for doing that because he's like, stock up on that apple. Get your apple stock.
Wow.
Wah, wah.
Man, I love that they hired him. They probably also just like reopened some old fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they approached him with the contract, they're like, "We'll cover your therapy."
Yeah.
You know, because you sold your Apple stock, and that's why we're. And he's like, "Yeah, I know. I haven't heard that 40,000 fucking.
Yeah,
times."
But you have to admit, this is like the perfect campaign for
Yeah,
it,
he's
right?
like, yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean-
where do I sign?
I mean, because of you and your situation.
Hey, here's the guy. You're like,
Well, after you get your Busch Light apple, you got to pour it into something
Yes.
other than your mouth.
a chalice.
Well, does Stanley make chalices?
Oh.
Because Jesus fucking Christ.
God.
That was like the second thing I thought of was the Stanley Cup craze.
yeah. I'm over it.
It's. Well, I think it's
And
funny.
it's not NHL.
Oh, no. What I thought was funny is then like the knockoffs came out, and now they made too many knockoffs, like Ozark Trail. You know, made too many of those kind of things. So now they're just every fucking where they're like $3.
Yep.
Oh, dude, and they work. I bought one of the Ozark ones back in like when I was still doing the show, and I think I've had that thing for like almost 10 years.
Them babies don't
Just
stop.
as the same quality it's ever been.
Yeah, dude. The Ozark Trail makes great stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that is, and for the uninformed, that is the Walmart brand.
They just have a dumb name.
So, and you can't get it laser engraved custom with your friend Dave's face on it.
No shit.
But,
no, you can't.
Giving you a goofy ass fucking like.
But you can pour whatever the fuck you want in there and keep it cold for a really long time.
Damn.
I'm not okay. I've never argued the quality of the cup.
Yeah.
Because it's a good fucking cup.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like it's a fucking cup. Really.
Yeah.
Like, what are we getting
Yeah.
excited about
And
here,
I
people?
will say, I was kind of glad to read about it because the Stanley Cup, the history of it is pretty cool. The guy was the same dude who invented the transistor, or no, the practical transformer.
Whoa. He
So-
made Transformers?
Yeah, dude, he came up with the whole thing.
No, he said practical transformers, man. That's like when Bumblebee is an actual bee.
So yeah, back in 1913, he was on a mission to keep his coffee hot all day while he was working, And so that's where he applied some of the theories he learned while developing Transformers to create an all-steel double-wall vacuum bottle. And he put the family name on that sucker.
Stanley, baby.
And they were fine. They've been successful. That was back a long time ago. They've been selling them just fine. You know, business is good.
Yeah.
And, you know, popular with, like, blue-collar workers, outdoorsy people, that kind of stuff. You know, people who actually need to keep their drinks a certain temperature because they have no other way of doing it.
Right. There's no microwave out when you're, like, logging.
Serious.
Yeah.
But then, randomly, at the beginning of 2024, Targets everywhere getting descended upon by groups of mostly women
Crazy.
buying up all these Stanley Cups. Like, they're $45 fucking
They are
a tumbler.
expensive. Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Go.
That's one of the reasons why I'm done with them. Because
Yeah.
I mean, plus, like you said, they've now oversaturated the market with cheap knockoffs, and a lot of the cheap knockoffs work just as good.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
So I mean, it's like, fuck them. I mean, that's the price of competition. I mean,
Yeah.
they got all excited when this shit happened. They're like, "Yes, fucking finally, we're mainstream." And then all of a sudden, everybody's like, "You know what? I can make a cup."
And they're like, damn it.
Why did everybody else think of this?
It looks exactly like a Stanley one, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's no...
They don't have a patent on
Yeah.
on like the shape of it or anything like that.
It's
So
just-
it's like, yeah,
like,
why not?
I always wanted one of those giant long thermoses. I always thought they looked cool, but I'm like, I'm not tough enough. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to, like, unscrew it. I always imagine someone working, like, in a steel mill.
Yeah.
Mill. You know what I mean?
What was
And you're
that?
like,
He's just drinking the molten
Yeah.
steel out of his thermos.
and you're like, it's been a hard day. Been at it for 12 hours.
I mean, molten steel, or like, you know, alphabet soup or something.
dude,
Like,
even
whatever.
that would be rad as fuck if somebody pulled up and was like, here you go, some soup. You're like, fuck yeah. But I'm not hardy enough for that. You know,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I think you need to believe in yourself.
Well, I don't. But also the little coffee mugs that are the thermos like kind of style.
Okay, yeah.
I think those are fucking. Anytime I see somebody, I'm like, give me a fucking break. Get the fuck out of here, man. That and the wine glasses that are also. And you're like, dude, get the fuck away from me with that, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah, those are a little. We have one.
Everybody
It doesn't
does.
get used.
Everybody does. Everybody does. Like, and I'll put like tea in it, you know, and I'll be like, this is handy. But I still making fun of myself.
You're like, oh, it's only 6 ounces. I could have just used my fucking regular ass Ozark trail tumbler for this, but whatever.
Shout out to them.
I ain't got one of those.
So
Fanciest cup I ever had was a margarita glass shaped like a cactus. And they broke.
God dang it.
So the popularity uptick in this could be traced back mostly to like influencers, I guess. There was somebody on fucking TikTok, and she had one, and you know, the
Like,
the
oh
owner,
my God, I love my cup so much.
yeah, and the CEO was like, hey, wait a second, that chick's got a lot of followers. Let's give her some cups.
God.
So that's what
dang it.
happened. And another incident, a car burned down, like got in an accident, and this girl lost her car to a fire. And there's video of her going to the car afterward, and shit is charred everywhere. But there's an orange Stanley Cup right there in the console, still with ice. inside the
Wow.
cup.
Bullshit, dude.
I
I was gonna say set up.
was gonna say she probably plink plink
Yeah,
beforehand,
yeah.
but man, they bought her a new car because of
Wow.
all the free fucking advertising they got out of it.
Wow.
Nope, I don't believe in any of it. Next time, I say next time, like I hope it's gonna fucking happen. No, I don't ever want to get into another automobile accident. But if I ever do, I'm just gonna go buy a Stanley Cup and then put it in the wreckage and film it. Be like, oh my God, oh hey, look, the cup survived. It's called editing, people.
And
It
then,
saved my life. My head would have gone through this windshield thing here, but the cup got.
it would, if you grab it and like, ah! My fucking hands melted off.
Now I need a new car and surgery.
Stanley sues you. You know, you're like, oh fuck, I got sick.
Oh, damn it.
I thought I was supposed to keep stuff hot on the on the inside.
Stanley, you bastard.
And you do touch on something though too with the off-brand knockoff things, because you know those are there was a mom here. She's I guess one of her their kids are getting bullied over this kind of shit all the time. Whenever something gets like super popular, Especially when we're going to spend a good amount of time talking children's toys because that's like a lot of these crazes.
Oh, yeah.
But like, the knockoffs are out there too. And if you don't got the name brand shit, they're going to clown your ass.
Yeah.
And that's exactly, there's a woman talking about her daughter. They got her just a cool one at Walmart that was like, a fifth of the price. And they started clowning her. Now she has a Stanley. So
Gots to go get you Stanley. And the thing is, they were out. Like, they couldn't keep up with demand.
yeah.
So you're like, what do you do when you go to school? Show them the wait list that you Like, I've got one.
Come on
It's
there.
coming.
I don't agree with any of that.
And then
I-
it's, well, your dad's not fast enough.
Yeah.
I don't think the Stanley should have fucking done anything about it because that's just caving into peer pressure. I think the knockoff brand, they should have reached out, given her like 80,000 fucking cups because they can afford it. They're knockoff. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And be like, just give them out to your friends. You'll be cool. Like, just, hey, here's a free cup. Hey, here's a free cup. You're a friend now. I mean, especially like a young kid. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they're
man,
good.
what about the kid who's like, man, fuck Ozark Trail?
Then you smack him in the head with the Ozark Trail
Yeah,
cup
that's
and
it.
film it and show that it didn't get a dent.
Yeah.
And
be
like,
like-
show the logo on his forehead.
Yeah. And be like, see, just as good as a Stanley. Somebody hit him with a Stanley.
Boom.
Just as good. See? Even made the same sound.
Check it out. I still have enough
Viral
money
marketing.
left over for the Wendy's 2 for whatever.
For some Busch Light apple, guys. I think got some.
Well, what about Furbies?
Oof.
Did either one of you ever own a Furby? Me?
No,
either.
but I knew many people that did.
Yeah.
Like I've seen them. I've held one in my hands, and it was creepy as shit.
Yeah.
And me being like a fan of Child's Play, that's a huge hypocrite thing to say. It's like, the talking toy freaked me out, but it's like, no, the real talking toy kind of freaked me out.
Did they move? Did Furbies move?
Their mouths moved,
And
and
their
then
eyes,
they
right?
blinked.
Oh yeah, they're
Could they
they're
do like the back and forth?
Yeah, I think they could move back and forth too. Yeah.
they have like the chicken mouth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the little beak.
Ah, yeah,
The
yeah,
little
yeah,
beak.
Weird
the
little
chicken mouth. What the fuck
Owl,
am I
chicken, mogwai thing that they even made a gizmo version of Furby actually.
talking?
Ah.
Oh.
But those things were not only scary to you, Dusty. They were scary to the NSA as well.
Ooh.
In 1999, the NSA ordered them removed from like all of their facilities because they thought these things were fucking listening to us.
Whoa.
And I'm like, like how everything is listening to us now.
Yeah.
But but back then it was probably a little bit more off-putting.
NSA's like, we're the only ones who can fucking listen in
Yeah,
on
yeah.
all your conversations, not a Furby.
Well, and you would think they would realize like couldn't they have opened one to see the tech in there and just like been like, there's no transmitter of any kind, there's no recording device of any like.
Like we just so happen to get the one that they didn't bug.
They open it up and they have like a cotton ball and they go, this technology is getting real good. You can't even tell. It's indistinguishable from cotton. Oh my God.
I figured they would get mad for like they're like, oh no, they were like trying to like implant messages to kids like, take down the government.
You don't have to listen to authority.
Embrace
The
communism.
proletariat will rise again. Like, okay, Furby.
What was that?
I love you.
So why the fuck did these things get so popular?
Dude.
Well, I got an answer for you.
Oh boy.
It was the 90s. And
Yeah.
toys up until Furbies were pretty traditional. Like, you push a button, toy says something. You pull a string, toy says something. Toy doesn't, and you turn this switch on, toy does something. But this thing, the Furbies didn't have on-off switches, which is also going to contribute to their fucking fast as fuck downfall. But you could interact with it in a way that you never really interacted with toys before, where you're talking to the thing. Supposedly they were saying it could learn English too, which was bullshit. Another reason that they fell really hard and fast, but they just became, and the timing too, and the manufactured scarcity is a thing that we'll run into a few more times here, where the people who are making these things only release them in small batches, just to,
Because like, we'll keep up demand this way, and it's
Yeah.
like, you pushed it too far.
I'm like, we can't make another one. Release 12 more.
Yeah. I don't know what we're going to do about that. There's a warehouse full of them listening.
But yeah, those motherfuckers were like the hottest fucking, I think, 1997 or so Christmas toy.
Wow.
And I didn't want one. I thought they were creepy as shit back then. I still think they're creepy. No, thank you.
Your parents are like, yes. Because there is something weird about, like, if other kids have something, I'm kind of like, I should probably get that for the kids. And I don't know
you
why.
You don't want your kid to be the weird one.
I know, but it's like, they're going to be weird.
Yeah.
They're my kids, so chances are.
That's
like,
why you do things to mitigate it.
Yeah.
Have you ever met my son? I mean, I love him to death, but yeah, he's like his dad. He's kind of fucking weird.
He is.
And he's into some weird shit.
He's fucking awesome.
He's like, me and this other kid are the biggest Godzilla fans in the school. I'm like, buddy, you might be the only ones.
Yeah, he thinks all kids are Godzilla fans.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is the sweetest thing I've ever
Oh,
in my life.
the Bushlight apple doesn't fall far from the case. So also they sucked. They really didn't. They weren't as advanced as people thought they were. They weren't learning your language. They were just kind of annoying.
And they were like really cheaply made, right? Like
I think they would break a lot.
Yeah, I remember them being kind of like they were super delicate. Like really, really like light and like, what the fuck is this thing?
Yeah.
You could get this in like a claw machine. Like this sucks, dude.
And you couldn't turn them off. That's the other reason. People were getting annoyed with their Furbies screaming in the middle of the night and shit. And then like they thought they took the batteries out, but it still talks.
Oh,
There's
God.
a lot of stories about that. I don't know if they're true or not,
They're like throwing backup power just to fuck with them.
and there was some shit they do that's really off-putting. They will go dormant apparently for years
Whoa.
and then open their mouth and say something.
No.
Yeah,
no.
there was a story. She had put her stuff in like storage, and she got was feeling all nostalgic and got it out, and it was like in the trunk of her car, and it started talking.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Like, let me out of here.
I'm going to kill you when I get out. Dude, have you heard the stories of like when the first batch of Alexas came out and they would like just randomly start laughing? That shit is too much, man. I'd be like, get that motherfucking thing out of here. I am not. No. People just watching TV and all of a sudden, you're like, oh my God.
It's like Matt Dillon's character, and there's something about Mary. I have a vibrator.
Yeah, his name's Mongo. Yeah,
Dude, it sucks. My favorite line of his from that movie, I can't really say.
I know, it's the best.
Which,
I know. The way he says it. Is
yes, that's the whole
oh,
thing.
no, he's great. We got a leash of the hooked up to a.
He can go back and forth.
He's a good shit.
No, yeah, we don't bust his chops. He's a good shit. Nobody's gonna tell me who I can and cannot work with. Yeah, that's good.
I don't know. Just judging from some of the climate I've seen out there, I think you might be able to say that again.
Yeah, really.
I mean-
The tide's turning.
I mean,
Yeah,
it depends. It really depends on what side of TikTok you're on.
It just depends on the kind of person you want to be.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
There
Right.
you go. Hey, what about Pogs? Did you guys
Dude.
get Pogs?
Okay, I got into Pogs right at the tail end of it, which sucked because as I was like starting to like, hey, I got a slammer and I got a little machine that you could make your own Pogs.
Oh shit.
Like basically,
Oh yeah.
you could like take like a picture or something and like you put it on top and then and it would put it down on like a sticky thing, so you could like make your own Pogs.
Okay.
So
Fuck.
like I got into that like right as soon as everybody else stopped, and I was like,
Oh,
fuck,
dude.
all
First of all,
right.
that was really good sound effects.
That was.
Yeah. Whoosh. Like, you're like, God
Did it do
damn,
like a
dude.
whip?
Yeah. Well, you did it, not me, motherfucker. That was awesome. That was fucking awesome. I didn't like. I knew that everyone else had Pogs, so I had to get some, and they used to sell them at the gas station.
Huh?
So I get them at the gas station, but I didn't know how to play the game. And I think I was amongst a lot of people that were like, I didn't even know there was a game. I'm just collecting slammers.
Yeah, I just thought because the slammers were the cool ones.
They
to
were the
have.
cool ones.
Oh, yeah.
And if you recall correctly, Poison was the brand of slammer that was considered cool.
Whoa.
I don't remember what brand mine was, but I remember it was an 8-ball, and it was awesome.
God damn. I don't.
8-ball was a craze in the 50s.
Ah,
And
okay.
I didn't want to include it because it's still pretty. It stayed.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
they've
yeah,
had some
yeah.
staying power.
Yeah.
I'm
If
more
it's
concerned
part
with
of a
things that are
saying.
gone now. You know.
Like an 8-ball tattoo is still kind of like, oh.
Yeah. That's
Or you really got me behind the 8-ball.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you go, well, I've played plenty of pool where that happened to me. and I hit it in the 8-ball on accident.
Or last action hero. You got to be in front of the 8-ball. It's behind the 8-ball.
Oh my God, that guy.
Charles Dance. I don't give a fuck what he's in. He's awesome.
He's so good. He's so good.
There's a lot of people trying to buy 8 balls at 3 a.m.
You damn straight. I thought I had a Pepsi Slammer.
Ooh.
And I was like, fuck yeah.
Did you get it by like sending in caps?
No,
Because that would have been cool.
That would have been rad. But I just got it at the gas station, and I was like, oh, man, Pepsi. I was like, eh. And then somebody else was like, what, you got a Pepsi Slammer? And I was like, yep, definitely cool. I thought it was lame.
See? Craze right
Craze.
there. Could have made a craze out of that.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Pepsi Slammer.
I really would have thought it was cool, but
You could just make your own. You just got to crush the can,
Just show up with a crushed can.
no, I won't even empty it. I'll just have a full Pepsi unopened. Just boom, they're all mine, motherfucker.
Here's my
And somebody got
Slammer.
hit in the face with a can.
and now I've ruined all of your little cardboard circles. So Pog was actually it's like a hundreds years old game that they played in Japan. Same way you play Pogs, which I do have the rules if you guys want to get into it.
But that's so fucking typical. It exists so long in Japan, and America has it for like a year, and it's like fucking ruined.
Man.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Exactly. And it came to America by way of Hawaii, where they think that Japanese immigrants that were there in the 1800s got it started there in Hawaii. And it was, again, just kind of people played it. They didn't have a name. Well, they called it Menko back then. And but then in the 90s, there was a school teacher who decided they were going to incorporate Menko into their math lessons. And that's how this shit happened. They got popular amongst the students. They had this juice there called Pog. It was pomegranate orange guava juice.
Whoa.
Which sounds pretty fucking good.
Whoa.
But they had these little cardboard milk cap things on the top. And that's what they were trying to flip, was those things. And then from there, it just came to the States and the lower 48 and took the fuck off.
Dude.
And it really did. For a pretty good stretch there, they were everywhere.
Dude, if something can get introduced into school and banned before guns, that's a craze.
Pogs and snap bracelets.
The slap bracelets, yeah.
Them bitches, man.
It's like, no, somebody got cut once. Bullshit. Show me the fucking picture.
I was afraid I was going to die. Dude, I was literally afraid I was going to die when I heard that shit. I was like, oh no, I'm never, ever slapping again.
I was like, psh, fuck it, I'll Russian roulette that bitch.
Somebody cut some kid's wrist.
And you're like, no way.
Yeah,
Slap bracelet.
Back then, I literally thought every little nick you'd get on your wrist would basically kill you.
Well, I mean, who's to say it wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? When you're
you
a
might have
kid,
got tetanus.
Yeah.
oh my God.
So, did you guys play Pogs though, and trade? Did you do for keeps though? Did you ever do that?
I did a couple of times, yeah.
Oh,
Because I had, like I said, I had the little make your own Pog things.
Oh, so you didn't give a shit?
I had a ton of fucking the blank disc ones that just had sticky shit on them. So I was like, yeah, I don't fucking care.
No.
You can take my Mortal Kombat Pogs. I'll just make some more.
No, listen. Ian played for keeps, and you were like, Ian stole my Pog!
Dude.
And he begrudgingly gave you half of them.
Honestly, Ian was too old for it.
He was like, fuck that
it
little
was,
kid
because,
shit.
you have to think about it. I think we were in
First grade.
No, it was later than
I
that.
mean, I was in third grade, so you guys.
I was
going to
say I was in fourth or fifth
just
grade.
about out of elementary school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was late elementary school for us. So Ian was probably either sixth or fucking already in middle school, so he didn't give a fuck.
He
about
was like,
that.
he took one look from, you're on the floor playing, and he looked and was like, pathetic.
I'm gonna go talk to some girls instead.
I'm
gonna
gonna
see
ride
if
my
I-
bike real fast.
Let's see if I can get somebody to buy me some cigarettes.
Is Donnie working at the? So Dan, there was the Total over there by where now Success Vision Express is. There was that Total, and there used to be a guy that worked there named Donnie the hippie, and Donnie the hippie would sell cigarettes to any person,
literally
ever.
anybody.
And so we would go get cigarettes from Donnie the hippie.
That's awesome.
And we're in fucking 8th grade, and he would be like, "Yeah, no problem."
Sure, yeah.
How many do you need?
Yeah, I wonder where that guy is now.
I
I mean, shit.
That's rad.
One of the real quick before we get back to Crazes,
Yeah.
one of the funniest, and I fucking hated it at the time. things that happened when Ian went to go get us cigarettes was he came back with a brand and a style that I actually ended up sticking with for a little while, which pissed me off. Camel Wides. And we had never smoked them before, and he brought us 2 packs of Camel Wides and tosses them to us and says, and I quote, 2 chunky cigarettes for 2 chunky guys. It's like, fuck you, man. These actually are kind of cool.
These are cool. They're like short and stubby, and they were fucking cool. But they'd make your fingers yellower than the motherfucker. But they were cool, man.
So yeah,
It's like the answer to the Virginia Slim.
Absolutely.
That's fucking
Absolutely.
But yeah, Pogs, they got banned pretty much as quick as they showed up in schools. A couple others here that I can think of that showed up, got super popular and got banned from schools are Tamagotchis.
Ooh.
yeah.
Which, Jesus fucking Christ, I never had a Tamagotchi. I trying to figure out what the knockoff one was that I had.
I think they were just like a Virtua Pet.
Virtua Pet.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's what I
shit.
had. And yeah, dude, fuck those things. Like a 16 by 32 pixel LCD screen
Yeah.
with some little beeping, whining bitch on it. And
It made you feel bad.
seriously, like it takes a shit and you don't clean up right away and it dies.
Yeah.
From like it gets, dysentery or norovirus or something.
I mean that happens all the time, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't clean up your cat's poop like the second that it happens. I mean, it's
They go,
gone.
You're like, oh, great. He's going to die.
You guys are not going to like this. Some pet cemeteries actually started burying. They had like a little section for the Tamagotchis.
Oh.
So
Disrespectful and distasteful. I don't like it.
So yeah, you might your little Tamagotchi might have died, and then you might see it sitting in your doorway the next morning.
I don't want to be buried in a pet
Cemetery. Damn, that would be crazy. It came back all zombified and
Yeah,
shit. And you're
like
oh,
evil.
Oh. Evil
Zapping people with
Tamagotchi
its-
going, and you're like, okay, I'll just hit this with a hammer and just fucking done.
Nothing but diarrhea, and it just doesn't die.
That would be the craziest fucking horror movie ever. Like the Tamagotchi just walks in the door and then slams behind it. You hear screaming, blood spouting everywhere.
Oh,
It's like, how does a fucking Tamagotchi kill a person? I don't know, but I want to see it.
slowly.
By being lodged in their air pipe.
Yeah, it just jumps up and just, yeah.
The keychain.
The keychain, man. Ah!
But yeah, I say your hands are just so like something's going on with your hands where you can't reach up and grab it, but
yeah.
you can get really close like this.
And then they find you, and the detective lights up a Camel Wide. Got another one. Another keychain. Tamagotchi now.
See these ligature marks in their fingers? It looks like 2 other keychains were holding his hands down to the table.
You're like Hellraiser. You know what I mean? Like, oh, shit.
Dude didn't have a chance.
It's the third one I've seen this month.
No. Oh, my God.
Over in the corner puking his guts out.
So, fidget spinners.
Oh, dude.
Hey, you know what? I still like fidget
Me
spinners.
too.
Dude, yeah, you know what? Those are honest to goodness great devices or whatever you want to call them for people who just have a little bit of a nervous tick or some anxiety or some ADHD.
Yeah, absolutely.
You fucking name it.
They're fun.
Dude, those little fidget devices of any kind.
Yeah.
Like, some of them are really fucking cool. Like, I was telling you guys about Planet Comic-Con. Logan got a fidget gun.
Oh,
Which actually, like
badass.
when you pulled the trigger, like the chamber moved. You could move it back and forth. You could, like, there's all sorts of little shit you could do with it. And I was like, that's fucking awesome. Of course you can have that because it's going to occupy your time while we're sitting in line waiting for shit.
That's so cool.
It was, the only thing that sucked is I could constantly hear click, 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 click. Because he was just constantly pulling the trigger. But, I mean, it worked.
You need some fidget earbuds.
Click, click,
Specifically
click, click,
cancels out that one noise. No, those suckers. So, yeah, fidget toys have been around for quite a while in different forms. You got your stress balls and different things, voodoo dolls. But
You see that video of that gal hitting the Patrick Mahomes voodoo doll during the Super Bowl? That's fucked up, man.
fuck her.
Dude. I was like, you didn't need it, though.
Yeah.
The
It's just
Eagles
not necessary, lady.
defensive line took care of that
Yeah.
for you.
They didn't.
Disrespectful, distasteful,
Don't like it.
and I don't like it.
Yeah, who needs a voodoo doll when you can just beat the fuck out of the real thing? But yeah, no, these ones they became really, really popular. Actually, in May 2017, they accounted for a full 17% of all online toy sales.
Jeez.
Damn.
I know someone who bought a bunch thinking they were going to cash in, and then
Yeah.
the craze.
I've heard
fucking-
stories
yeah,
like about like people buying like a bulk amount, like I'm gonna move these things like fucking hotcakes,
Yeah.
and then they just sit in their house.
That's why I was wanting to see if I could find an article that was talking maybe about like warehouses full of like unused fucking fidget spinners or something like that, but I couldn't find anything.
Damn it.
But yeah,
they're covering it up.
Yeah. Well, they should want to get it out there so somebody might fucking buy it or burn the place down for the insurance or something.
No, they got to save it for 2027 for the 10-year anniversary, and then they'll be like, "Hey, you know what? We found a bunch of fidget spinners. Everybody, check this out." Pay no attention to the relevance of the pop culture that's
I'll
on them.
do it.
That just made me think, like, because that concert I went to was an anniversary show, so the bands could just get their own fidget spinners.
Whoa.
That'd be fucking rad.
Whoa.
Dude, just imagine if somebody had like a Diddy spinner. That'd be worth a lot right now.
Okay.
That sounds like a very dirty thing
Yeah, that
to
sounst
say
like
that
what
you shouldn't be
happened
I was
at
gonna
his
say
house.
that sounds like something that would
Yeah.
happen at a
That's
Diddy
because
party.
his trial just started, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be said in the next few weeks.
Hey.
in his trial.
Title for the show. There we go.
The Diddy spinners.
Daniel wants to talk about Diddy
They
spinners.
called me Diddy Spinner at the parties? Oh, God. Okay.
It's like a midget or a small person on like a spin wheel, and
Yeah,
they spin him to see what kind of crazy sex act they're gonna have to do.
This one's a gymnast.
So yeah, no, those there's a woman named Catherine Hedinger. You guys may have heard of this lady's story when this
yeah.
happened. She was making these toys for her daughter, who I think had like ADHD or something like that. And she actually owned the patent on a fidget spinner in like the form that they blew up in.
Oh.
And she owned that patent for 8 years. But she surrendered it in 2005 because she just couldn't afford the renewal fees.
Oh.
You know, if you invented something and you're not
Damn.
making money after 8 years, just might as well, you know.
Right.
So yeah, she's made jack shit on this
Oh,
thing.
I mean,
That's-
okay. At least it wasn't like the next day or the next year
yeah,
or something.
yeah.
I mean, it was 12 fucking years
Yeah.
later or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's not like selling your stock in Apple for $800.
God.
What a fucking moron that guy.
Dan
is.
wants to talk about suckers who fucking
Why isn't she doing fucking commercials?
Yeah, no
Yeah, dude.
shit. No shit.
fucking no. So she has a really good attitude about the whole thing, though. She was like, you know what? I'm just really glad that there's millions of people now enjoying the same thing that my daughter had. So
That's a good way
that's
to
a
look
really
at it,
nice.
yeah.
Nice way of
Well,
looking
when
at
you
it.
go to the fucking gas station and Pugs has their own fidget spinners next to the sunglasses, you gotta just laugh.
And that's the thing. She shouldn't feel too bad because there was no patent. Really, the profits were divided over pretty much everybody who made
For
this thing.
sure.
And
Yeah.
That's like you just had countless knockoffs.
But
God.
had she kept the patent and been the sole owner of it,
Oof.
no.
I mean, she'd be giving like fucking Bill Gates a run for his money.
Right?
Man.
At this point, she'd be like living on a fidget spinner yacht.
I'm dizzy.
Whenever the wind picks up,
Stop it!
They say you don't want your dreams to like really come true,
Yeah. No thanks.
her daughter's hanging onto the edge, getting ready to fly off.
Well, let's. I got time for one more here. What do you, this has been pretty toy heavy, so I feel like this is a spiritual successor to your toys episode.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
Beanie Babies.
Dude,
You
that,
guys want to talk about some fucking Beanie Babies?
we talked about the court case.
oh
that-
my
That's right, we did.
Yeah, we
yes.
did talk about, but I mean, just in general, the whole attitude around Beanie Babies was fucking weird.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Even for at the time when we were living it, because I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say we were the prime age for it, but we were maybe a little older.
Definitely in the wheelhouse.
But
for
yeah,
that shit,
absolutely. And I even from the inside was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were less of like a children's commodity, and they were more like on par with cigarettes in prison.
No, that's a fair that's absolutely relevant
Because there was a heavy criminal element to Beanie Babies. As far as
Why?
all sizes and shapes of crime. Like, I'm talking Beanie Babies getting stolen out of your car, like somebody smashing your window to get a Beanie Baby. They're like, oh, man,
Well,
that's
you're just
$400
asking for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I'm talking to trucks getting fucking knocked off
Wow.
for like their whole shipments, to like corporate bullshit too. Like,
Damn.
I mean, the levels, it was like all colors of crime.
It's like that's
Every
the
color.
scene so there's a scene in Goodfellas where they steal a truck,
Yeah.
and Robert De Niro's like, "Hey, give me your wallet," and the truck driver gives him his wallet. He goes, "Okay." He takes his ID and he goes, "You may know who we are, but we know who you are." And he stuffs a $50 bill in his wallet. He's like, "All right, take a hike." And the guy's like, "Thanks, man," and just walks off. I love that. You may know who we are, but we know who
You
you
know
are.
that shit was said at some point about a Beanie Baby.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Stuffs
dude.
a Beanie Baby in his wallet. Here, we'll give you a cut.
there's an episode of The Sopranos that
A Tony, a Beanie Baby, Dr. Melfi.
Dude, these ones might have been one of the fucking, like, as far as like the longest lasting crazes, because I think they got introduced in like 1993, and by like the year 2000 or so was basically when shit just went tits up with them.
Man,
They literally, like, people were again stalking them and like getting warehouses full of these things. Kids were getting trampled at the store, and it's like, you know, like when you see that viral video of the kid who caught the foul ball or whatever, and then like the adult took.
that bitch.
It's like that kind of shit left and right.
yeah, and she fucking looks like a Karen too. But I fucking hate that video.
And this might have been, you know, it was just like the right time and place, because eBay was still kind of in its infancy in 1999, and that's where they were selling like fucking hotcakes there. So just kind of just the right is like the Wild West
for
of
sure.
There were
collect-
people
yeah.
that made legitimate livings off of that.
Yeah,
which is insane to me.
I am sure there are people who are still fucking rich, like not like rich. I have you know, my own private airplane rich, but like I have my own private country rich.
I own an island.
Yeah.
You know, that shit rich.
It's called Davidville.
No one lives here. Except me and my Beanie Babies.
There's a couple of penguins. It's a little south. It's a little south.
Dude, even Ty, the company who made Beanie Babies, got in on some of this bullshit too, and they got accused of trying to do market manipulation with some of this shit, because they announced they blindsided collectors in September 1999, saying at the end of a press release about new toys, at the very end, very important notice, on December 31st, 1999, 11:59 p.m., due to Y2K, Beanie Babies will be retired. Not really due to Y2K, but
Yeah, I was going to say,
kind of a cool coincidence that it was like at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, including all the above toys too. So enthusiasts were like flipping out, losing their shit, and they immediately brought stuff back like the next year. So
Wow.
they created the scarcity, they fed the fire, and that's why shit like that, like the Beanie Baby, like the way those blew up in value and stuff, that doesn't really happen anymore. Because
No.
people saw all the money being made, like, no. give me mine.
Yeah.
So yeah, and again, all levels. If you want to go have a good like hour or two, go look up Beanie Baby related crimes. Because
Dude, I bet it gets from like
They're out
really
there.
funny to like really super depressing and sad.
Yeah, you know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
like one of those like fucking, it's like a documentary about like an innocent person who just kind of like went missing, and it turns out they were being kept in a warehouse,
Full of Beanie Babies.
being fed the little stuffing pebbles. Right?
I have the Grateful Dead Beanie Baby. Shut up. Where's it at? I don't know. Tell me where it is, you motherfucker.
Gagging them with the Beanie Babies. So yeah, that's really all I got for this. I don't know.
Dude, I love it.
I got one I want to add.
Yes,
No.
please. I was gonna ask.
A
Yeah.
food-related one. The Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Oh,
Dude.
my God.
Absolutely.
What the fuck? I mean, don't get me wrong. It was a good chicken sandwich. Was it that good, though? I mean, where there were, like, lines around the block and shit and
Yeah.
running out all the time and all these fucking videos about, I didn't get my fucking chicken sandwich. What the hell's going on? Like, people were legitimately getting pissed off when they couldn't get the fucking sandwich or whatever. Like,
Dude, and that literally started the chicken sandwich wars.
It did.
Right,
It
yeah.
did. It did.
But I don't know. I just never saw I never saw the reason for the hype around that one. But there was a lot of fucking craze around that.
I thought as soon as the craze was over, our local Popeyes like really took a dive.
Same.
So I think they just like they saw what they could do and cashed in, and then they were like, "Oh fuck that, let a place die." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
now they don't even care.
Yeah, cut the staff in
Yeah,
half.
cut it. What? Who gives
Literally.
a shit? Hire anybody. Who gives a damn? But now, like, it's not even the same place. But back then, it was still like, you know, Popeyes was still like,
Yeah.
when you walked in, they go, "Hi, how are you?" Now people are like,
What?
This is our second episode in a row talking shit on Popeyes.
"Oh shit, I
Oh, yeah,
forgot.
that's right,
We
yeah.
have talked about
Hey,
Popeyes."
we
yeah.
are goldfish here,
We are.
okay? everyone?
Yeah.
But no, what didn't they have like a slogan that they would say? Because like Chick-fil-A always is like, "It'd be my pleasure" or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
they have like
Or blessed-
have a blessed day.
Yeah.
No, that's what Popeyes did.
Yeah, Blessed
Yeah,
Day was
yeah.
Popeye.
Yeah,
that's right.
and
Yeah.
because I think they have to say "my pleasure" at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. But yeah, have a blessed day. Because the first time I heard it, I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I
What'd you say to me?
Have a blessed
Yeah.
day. And you're like,
don't know. Why?
what the
And,
fuck?
and you look at them and they don't have a look on their face that says "Have a blessed day."
No,
They're like,
no.
"Get the fuck out of my restaurant."
Every once in a while, just be like, "Hail Satan!"
Speaking of the fridge, we talked about the fridge earlier. When I worked there, this kid, he came in and I'm like, "Hey, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it." And he was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Thanks for your business and everything. Thank you." And he was like, "What do you mean by that?" And I was totally gonna get into it with him, like what? And one of our friends, another Dan,
Oh,
who you
okay.
would never guess. He steps in front of me and goes, "Get the fuck out of here." I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, this Dan.
We were about to have a philosophical debate.
Yeah! And he goes, "This guy, he pulled the same shit on me last week. Fuck him." I was like, that's awesome.
Sometimes it's better just to say "Get the fuck
Get
out
the
of
fuck
here"
outta
than it
here.
is to reason with these fucking people.
Yeah, man. It was weird. It was
Don't
weird.
give them that power
No,
over you.
I
You
know. And looking back, I'm like, I'm glad someone came to my rescue.
Yeah, 'cause
Thank you.
You were saved from like a 5-minute anime villain monologue.
So on that note, get the fuck out of here.
Well, Dan did it again.
Yeah, that's awesome, buddy. So anyway, do you know something that people should have gone crazy about and should have been a super fucking craze, and it still can be?
It could.
It still could be.
There's time.
Go to YouTube, watch the video,
Yeah.
like, subscribe, get notifications, comment, all that bullshit. And then, by the way, if you didn't understand any of the opening, it's because you should be watching it on YouTube,
Yeah.
where you can see our beautiful faces.
Fucker.